We all know that African parents are some of the most hard-working, serious, and sometimes intense individuals. They want the best for you, and their love is often shown through their discipline, advice, and high expectations. Now, imagine, just for a second, that African parents decided to step into the world of video games. Picture it, your mom or dad playing the latest action-packed game, engaging in the virtual world just like you do. Sounds hilarious, right? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of what if African parents played video games? Get ready for some intense gaming moments, hilarious parental commentary, and the classic African parent style of gameplay. Man, the initial reaction. You want me to play what? The first step in the process would be getting African parents to even consider playing video games in the first place. The idea of sitting down to play a video game for fun would be completely foreign to them. They might give you that look, you know the one, that says, why would I waste my time playing games when I could be doing something useful like making money, cooking, or cleaning the house? Wait, this is what you do all day. You sit and press buttons on a screen. This would be followed by a long, suspicious stare as they try to understand how this thing called a video game is any different from wasting time watching television. I don't have time for that nonsense. I have real work to do. But after a few convincing arguments, maybe they'd finally agree to try it, just to see what the fuss is about. Of course, this would be the beginning of a whole new world of confusion. 2. The first attempt. Why is this thing not moving? After a few attempts to convince them that gaming is a fun way to unwind, they finally sit down and pick up the controller. But just like when you tried teaching them to use a smartphone, things go sideways real quick. Why is this thing not moving? Why is it so hard to control? Artie, it doesn't matter if it's a racing game, fighting game, or adventure game. African parents would probably press every button on the controller at once, thinking that's how it works. Instead of mastering the game, they would be stuck in a continuous loop of frustration. This game is stressing me out. How do I make the man on the screen do what I want him to do? Whether they're in a racing game or trying to fight the virtual bad guys, it's a chaotic mess. They'd either be crashing into walls, running in the wrong direction, or continuously losing. Meanwhile, they'd also keep asking you questions, as if you, the child, are supposed to know everything about the game. Are you sure you didn't break the game? It's not working properly. Classic African parent behavior. When something isn't going their way, they immediately assume it's broken or defective. 3. The competitive side. You're trying to beat me. Now, once they've grasped the basics of the game, or at least think they have, things are about to get competitive. You thought this was just a friendly gaming session. Think again. Wait a minute. You are trying to beat me. I gave birth to you and you think you can win? African parents love a challenge, and when they think they've got a handle on something, they get serious. There's no casual gaming here. It's all about proving that their parenting skills translate into video game prowess. I'm going to win, and if you beat me, you're going to hear about it. The idea of losing to their child would be unthinkable. So expect lots of shouting and passionate rants when they lose. You want to win? Do you know how many hours I've spent working hard for you to play these games? There would be a lot of lectures in between matches, lectures that begin with, when I was your age, or in my day. And don't get me started on the emotional roller coaster of their reactions when they win. Ha! I beat you. I taught you well, didn't I? Expect a little victory dance, complete with unsolicited life advice. If you're lucky, they'll be gracious and give you a few words of encouragement. Eso. The teaching moment. You're not taking this seriously. As soon as you start getting better at the game, African parents will inevitably become that person who tries to give you life lessons in the middle of a match. They believe everything is an opportunity for teaching, even video games. Why are you so careless? This is why you can't focus in school. Dance. If you make a mistake in the game, whether it's missing a shot or failing to complete a mission, you'll get a lecture about how you should be more serious and focused in life. See? That's why you need to pay attention to the details. In life, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. Even while playing, your parents will somehow relate the game to your grades, your future, or the importance of hard work. You'll probably hear about how video games are a waste of time until they realize that they might be really good at the game. That's when the pressure ramps up. When you play, you must concentrate. If you don't take this seriously, how will you get ahead in life? African parents would treat gaming the same way they treat schoolwork. Everything must be serious, with full concentration. Forget casual fun. This is now a life lesson. 5. The tough love approach. You're playing too much. African parents are famous for their tough love approach to almost everything, and video games would not be an exception. After a while, the playing games would morph into wasting time. You've been playing this game for hours. When are you going to study? Once they get a taste of the video game world, they will want to regulate your gaming time. Their concern would shift from "you're wasting time on games" to "you should be doing something productive, like homework." This game is making you lazy. You need to get up and do something useful. The same parent who was initially confused by the game would suddenly become an expert on your gaming habits, lecturing you about the importance of balance in life. Expect to hear about how they didn't have the luxury of games when they were younger. 6. The "I'm not playing anymore" moment. Every African parent has their limits. Once they realize that video games require actual skill, practice, and patience, they'll start to lose interest. And when they lose interest, well, that's when things get real. "I'm done. This is not for me. I'm too old for this." The moment they get frustrated with the game or lose too many times, they'll dramatically throw down the controller and vow never to play again. They might even declare, "Video games are for children," before walking away. "I don't have time for this childish nonsense. I have real responsibilities." But deep down, you know they'll secretly watch you play just to see how the game progresses. They won't admit it, but they're curious about what happens next in the story or how you get better at the game. The victory lap moments. I taught you well. When, by some miracle, your African parent actually gets good at a game, watch out. Suddenly, it's a full-on victory lap. "You see, I taught you everything you know. You couldn't have done it without me." They will definitely claim all the credit for your gaming skills, even if they were just observing you in the background. Your success is their success, and don't you forget it. Now you see why I'm the boss. I win at everything. Quirkiest. Expect them to start wearing their gaming skills like a badge of honor, using every opportunity to remind you how much better they are. In the end, if African parents ever decided to play video games, it would be nothing short of an adventure. From the initial skepticism to the competitive spirit and the occasional frustration, they'd bring their own unique flavor to the gaming world. While it might not be something they do regularly, they definitely make the experience one to remember. Whether they're lecturing you, winning unexpectedly, or making everything seriously about life lessons. So, next time you sit down to play your favorite game, imagine your African parent sitting next to you, controller in hand, ready to take on the world. It's bound to be an unforgettable experience.